Okay, so here we are, standing outside of the house. This is where we would normally get out of the car and start walking towards the patio door. But I'm going to take us through the front door so that you can see what it would look like if you knocked on my door and came and visit. It's, you know, a little bit of a walk to get just about anywhere in here. Which is wonderful. It makes us take steps, which is great. We're coming up to the front. Here we go. There is the front door. You gotta be careful. My stupid ass will trip and fall down the stairs. Alright, so we're walking into the house. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful window. Okay, so this is the front room that we would walk into first. It's a little bit small. It's more like kind of a sitting room, or would have been back in its heyday. We've got a bunch of stuff just kind of in here still from unpacking, getting the house set up how we want. Sometimes the kids like to come in here and lay on the couch and, you know, be alone. We never think to look for them here, so I'm sure they love that. That's the fireplace. Some of you all have seen that on some other pictures. There's pictures. I need to get new pictures of the boys. Those are like 10 years old. Books. Or, well, craft from Hayden and some little weird tree thingy. All right. So we walk in from the main room, from the sitting room, into this little, I don't know, it's, I guess, a boxy room, I guess. You can either go up the stairs to Hayden's room, which for his privacy, we're just not going to do that. But otherwise, you would make a left, left when you come through, and you would walk into the room that we use most for the living room. This is where we sit and play games and, you know, whatever. There's Penelope. There's my built-in shelving, which is amazing. I still haven't hung any of my mirrors up. If we continue into the room and make another left, we come into the master bedroom where Danny and I have all of our stuff. And so so this is where we sleep and watch TV. So yeah, there you go. It also has a pocket door, which for some reason a lot of people like. So if we were to turn right after coming into the main living room here, you would come into our kitchen. It's not a super big kitchen, but it's definitely bigger than the kitchen we had before. That's Clayton. He's working on a project. He got bored and ordered a still, and now he's making purified water. Science. And then if you wanted to go out and have a drink on the patio, you would just continue forward and walk out onto this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful patio that allows us to sit and enjoy each other and, you know, talk and just have a really awesome, relaxing time. That's the biggest thing with why we moved here. It was just getting too stressful to constantly be navigating, you know, all the things that come with city life. We're tired. We needed a new thing to do. Okay, so if you come into from the kitchen, if you walk back in from the patio door, so we're facing the main living room, from the kitchen there's another door to the left. That room in there is kind of Jackson's playroom, my elliptical. To the left is the bathroom. It's really tiny, but it's okay. Like, everybody knows I don't really do a lot of makeup or hair for myself. Okay, so we're walking down this hallway that was to the left of the kitchen. All right, there's this door. It locks to keep the upstairs separated from the downstairs. It has another entry point though. It's this weird door right here, and that walks out to the rest of the patio. This is where Clayton keeps all of his boxes of stuff because I don't know. He just collects stuff. All right, don't mind the dusty stairs. We really haven't done a lot with them because we're still in the middle of, working on everything, getting everything, pretty and shiny and new. Everyone knows how impatient I am, so the fact that it's taking a little bit of time because, we both have jobs and the kids, life, a lot of new things to explore. But this is my office. My office is also connected to this patio balcony, which needs some love, but that's not a priority. This is the first room that we actually did. This is where Danny and Clayton sanded the floors and refinished them. And then I decided, because, it's my office, but to paint with this nice pumpkin color. So there you go. All my little stuff. I'm still unpacking things, and it's still a little crazy. So if you walk into this room, there's a door on my right, which is right here. That connects to another room, which I'm making into a creative center, like where I can come and write or try to draw, because I bought some books to learn how to do that. And so this will be the room where I have all of that stuff for working. We have a little leak in the roof, so we have to call someone because our ladder isn't tall enough at all to reach the roof, which is crazy, but our roof inspection was good for 5 years, so they gotta come out and do some stuff. I don't know. So we can walk out this door. Ooh, whoops. Danny's gonna be mad. You gotta fix that again. So walking out, facing the dirty hallway wall, you're gonna make a left from my creative room. This room is actually on the list next. It's a bigger room. The floors definitely need some loving in here. But this is probably one of the least crazy rooms that we've had to spruce up a little bit here. This is kind of where all my stuff is until I get all of my rooms set up and painted and get all of the grunt work out of the way. So when you walk out this door, you'll walk straight towards that window. Then we're at the bathroom. This bathroom is like way bigger than the bathroom downstairs. But whatever. With the boys up here, I don't need as much room in the bathroom. All right, and then walking forward, there is what used to be room 5. And this room, we have the floors completed. We just haven't gotten the paint done. I'm trying to figure out what color. I think I'm going to go with like a lavender, just a really light, kind of almost like spring feeling in here because, it's kind of little. You don't want to paint it dark. It'll look tiny, tiny. So we'll close that door. Leaving that area, you would go to the left. Right here, there's a fire escape right there. There's where we park. That's the church next door. The people there are amazing and super, super nice. So we would go up these scary steps. They're not scary. This area just has not gotten as much love as all of the other areas of the house. It's like trying to focus on the steps. I don't know why. So we go upstairs. There's, a construction bag because we've got a lot of work to do up here. As soon as you get to the top of the stairs, there's 2 rooms to the right of us and 1 room to the left of us. We're going to start with the room to the left of us. The people that had been renting here previously when we purchased the property were not they weren't living their best life. We'll just say it was a little, there were some issues. It was, people do some crazy stuff. But yeah, they painted all over the walls, which we'll have to paint over, which we don't mind because it's paint. It's not that difficult. All right. So when you walk towards the 2 doors, the room on the left, this room is kind of, the person that was staying here was having some really difficult time in her life. That up there is painted. We're gonna go real fast over it because there is some not so pretty language on that. This room, for whatever reason, is equipped with a kitchen sink. It works. To the left, there's this little thing right here that would be perfect for, like, I don't know, putting a closet or doing something with. You could put a chair there, make it into a little reading nook. Once we're done, it'll be a super nice room again. Let's see. All right. The room across from that is not as bad. We're walking into this room. It does need a window repair because the glass in here is like super old. But this is kind of the room here. Okay. Door there for context. The floors in here, again, a lot of love. They need a lot of love. It's going to take us a while to sand those down. But yes, not a super huge room, but a room nonetheless. Okay, so we're leaving the little alcove with the 2 rooms to either side. We're going to go to the right of this room. Here's kind of a view of, the door, I guess. Unfortunately, these people were evicted for non-payment. I'm not even sure why they were renting this room out because it's like a little tiny reading room. I would turn this into like a kid's reading spot or just calming spot. Of course we're going to paint over the walls, seal everything. We've got a mini fridge. The craziest thing, when we moved in here, like every room had a fridge in it. It was weird. All right, there, we're back in focus. Mini fridge, just in case you missed it. Yeah, I don't know why anyone would pay $100 a week to live in such a tiny space. If we continue up the hallway, this is my son's room. We're not going to turn on the light really, because it's all the way over on the other side of the room. He's kind of messy. Try to not judge for that. Where's his light switch? Let's see if I can find his light switch. He's a young person learning how to navigate life. Where? Oh, there it is. Some of these lights are still pull string lights, which I don't know how anybody deals with that because, oh, there we go. I'm short. I almost need a step stool. So we'll go back to the door and we'll look at this from the inside again so you can kind of get an idea of space. So my son is very recently 21. He decided that he was going to come and live in Maine as well. I believe he's happy. He's decided to set himself up kind of his own little space. This is one of the refrigerators I was talking about that was here. We were able to, donate the rest of them to some people that just were in a little bit of need, We all have those times. That's a queen size bed for context. And then these 3 windows, they're amazing. They're basically floor to ceiling, and they, you know, he's got dark curtains on him because when he first moved here, he was working nights, and that was just not, like super, you know, conducive to try and sleep during the day with those big windows. So he got some dark curtains for that. But this floor also, let's take a look at the floor. We sanded and finished this floor. Clayton did most of the work on this because he claimed it. This is his spot. Glad to see that like nothing has changed as far as his ability to, you know, not have a super duper mess in his room. But you know, I can only have so much. Okay, lights off, and we're leaving the apartment room of the son. And then, yeah, so that's the full upstairs. Here comes Clayton with some of his stuff. There's your tour, I guess. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go down the stairs.